I recently moved into a new apartment complex, and on my first day, I thought it would be a good idea to introduce myself to my neighbors. I knocked on the door of the unit next to mine, and a kid answered. He seemed about 8 and was wearing a cape. I chuckled and asked him if he was playing superhero. He nodded enthusiastically and said, "I'm Captain Awesome." Intrigued, I asked him if he had any superpowers. He thought for a moment and then replied, "I can eat 5 ice cream sundaes in one sitting." I was impressed but couldn't help but wonder how that was a superpower. Thinking I'd make a good impression, I decided to bring him a welcome gift. I went down to the store, picked up some ice cream, and brought it back to his apartment. He was thrilled, and his mother graciously invited me in for a moment. As we chatted, Captain Awesome came running in with a spoon, ready to demonstrate his powers. In a heroic flourish, he scooped a massive portion of ice cream, but in his excitement, he launched it straight into the air. It landed perfectly on the dog, who was happily lounging by the couch. The dog looked up, bewildered, as we burst into laughter. Realizing I might not be off to the best start in the neighborhood, I decided to help Captain Awesome clean the ice cream off the dog. While we were at it, the mother brought out some sprinkles and whipped cream. So now, we had a very confused but seemingly happy dog that looked like it had just come from an ice cream parlor. I left the apartment that day promising to drop by again, and the very next day, the dog showed up at my door, still wearing sprinkles and a part of the cape Captain Awesome had left behind. It turns out, I had made a friend, and I was pretty sure I was the first to ever get ice cream blasted by a superhero.